And we are recording. Welcome everyone, this is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, game master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. Tonight, I am continuing the Electric State role-playing game review. This is a game about a group of travelers heading out on a journey through a strange America in an alternate 1997. This time, we are going to take a look at the Electric State itself and the journey. In the nation of Pacifica, comprising what was once the state of California, people do whatever they can to ignore the slow-moving apocalypse unfolding around them. Pacifica is described in more detail in the second chapter of this book. In this game world, the USA was torn apart by a civil war that commenced in 1975 and officially concluded with a ceasefire in 1984. The field of neuronics emerged in the 1960s and evolved rapidly, particularly during the tumultuous 70s and 80s. Its basic application enables individuals to don helmet-like neurocasters, gaining access to a digital network used for work, entertainment, and leisure activities. But that, of course, took its toll upon the world. It was a very addictive activity. Drones are machines, from housekeeping units to enormous weapon systems that can be piloted remotely. They are used for many heavy or hazardous jobs and made up most of the fighting forces during later wars, specifically a major war later on. Neuroscapes are virtual worlds within the network, offering an experience more vivid than reality itself. In a world where every news outlet is suspect of serving someone's interests, very realistic as you can see, distinguishing truth from outright lies becomes a challenge. Whispers abound regarding colossal mechanical creatures traversing the countryside. Some say these entities are assembled by beings born within the neuronic network or by the network itself, that is the electric state. The electric state is a virtual world, and it can affect the real world and vice versa. Then there are all the stories about strange human cults, raiders, and violent extremists, such as the infamous Convergence, a techno-cult worshipping the intercerebral divinity, roaming the countryside with their neurocasters illuminating the landscape. Despite the prevailing chaos, there are individuals who cling to the belief that life can improve, or at the very least become less unbearable. Perhaps your journey aims to rediscover a sense of community among relatives and friends back home. Alternatively, you might be evading the authorities, yearning for an opportunity to start anew in a different place. These are the sorts of characters that you are going to be role-playing as. Still, even your travelers aren't completely free from the reach of neuronics. Now, here there is an explanation about what a role-playing game is, but it's much better than the Walking Dead universe tabletop RPG. But they overcomplicate things. A tabletop role-playing game is a game where you play a role, and you play a game. That is it. You describe your actions within the fiction. That is it. That's it. Because here they tell you, think of it like a TV series, and you can change your voice a little if you want, and they took this author, Niels Hintz and Thomas Harenstam, and I have spoken to Thomas before. They watched my review they watched the Walking Dead universe RPG review. They improved the description so much. Look, the players describe what their characters do and how they do it. I told them that in the other book. They should have given me credit for that. Now let's talk about the journey. The Game Master doesn't need to improvise everything that happens. Before play, the Game Master has a written journey consisting of several stops. Each stop, the travelers will, for one reason or another, need to stay for a day or two. And then, within these stops, interesting, strange, and even horrible things happen. Each stop has a map of the area and describes its inhabitants and the locations of interest. You could consider a stop a scene or an adventure site, perhaps. Not necessarily, but if it simplifies things, think of them like that. And in between the main stops, there are also encounters. These are much briefer than the main stop sites, and might not even require you to leave your vehicle. This is about setting the mood and immersing yourself within the world presented in the electric state. The game is played in scenes, like in a movie. Something happens at a location, within a stop, and when the... No, this is good. And when the conversation or action are finished, yes, because there could be conversation between the player characters and non-player characters, the Game Master cuts the scene. Then the next scene picks up elsewhere or later. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part, we are going to talk about rolling dice and the principles of the game. A lot of improvements. My congratulations for the authors, for Niels and Thomas. They applied everything that I mentioned in the Walking Dead Universe tabletop RPG book and in Dragonbane. But again, where's the credit, the thanks? Thank you, Abraham, for pointing that out. We have special thanks for Abraham for improving the information within the book. But really impressed so far with the... let me get that into focus, excuse me. This AI. Okay. Quite impressed with the Electric State tabletop RPG. Beautiful book. Beautiful game so far. I have read quite a bit. I went through most of the material so far, but I haven't found something like the awful sections within the Walking Dead Universe RPG, which is actually my current favorite zombie RPG. But the roleplay information, terrible. But this one, so many improvements. Thank you for watching this part of the review. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. Like, subscribe, take a look at the information. Oh no, I think I already said that, right? This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, in tabletop role-playing games, you are not having a conversation about your characters. You are experiencing the game world as your characters. Once again, thank you, and see you later.